All right, good afternoon, folks. This is Chef Boyer again here with Cajuncrawfish.com. We're going to work with some local Louisiana caught crawfish tails for you today. We're going to make a classic Cajun crawfish étouffée. A little different than a Creole. This is actually going to have no tomato in it. This is the Cajun version. The crawfish we're using today come from our farms here in Branch, Louisiana. These can be purchased at Cajuncrawfish.com, packed in 1 pound packs, frozen. The key with this though, when you get it in, it's going to be frozen with the fat. You don't want to wash it, you don't want to rinse it, you don't want to throw it. That's where all that flavor comes from. That's what's going to give your etouffées, your gumbos, your sauces, whatever you're making, it's going to give it that extra flavor. So today, basic etouffée, we've got what we call our Cajun Trinity, Holy Trinity, onions, bell peppers, garlic, and celery, all minced fine. We've got some fresh herbs, a little green onion, of course butter makes everything better, a little flour for our roux. I've got chicken stock today. If you take your crawfish and you boil down the heads, you can actually make your crawfish stock. Just gives that much more flavor to your etouffée. So we've got our pot on here, medium-high heat, cast iron skillet. Every good Cajun cook is going to have themselves a cast iron skillet, and we're going to go ahead and get that butter melted. All right, guys. Now our butter is melted. Our pan's nice and hot. We don't want to quite let this brown. If you do, it's no big deal. Just a little more flavor. We're going to start with our onions. We're just going to put our onions in there. You want to sweat these down, let them start to kind of turn translucent, get a little color. I'm also going to go ahead and season the onions at this point, a little salt and pepper. When you're cooking something this basic, one pot meal, the key to great flavor is building those layers of flavor. You want to season each time you put something into the pot. All right, our onions are looking good, starting to get a little color on them. We're going to go ahead and add our green bell peppers, a little bit of celery, and my favorite, a little minced garlic. You want to be careful when the garlic heat's too high. You burn the garlic, it's going to get bitter, it's going to ruin your sauce. So keep moving this around, get a little color. You just want these vegetables to wilt down. We're going to hit it again with a little salt and pepper, and then after this we'll go ahead and add our flour and start to build our roux. All right, our vegetables are cooked down. We're starting to get a nice little color on there, a little flavor. We're going to go ahead and add our flour. Important at this point, when you add in the flour, you're making your roux, you want to keep it moving. You don't want to let that flour sit in the bottom and scorch. Burnt roux is no good. Nice thing about this etouffée, you get the crawfish from Cajuncrawfish.com. Get yourself a nice cast iron pot. Everything else you need for this can be sourced locally from your local market or grocery store. All the vegetables, make your own stock. All that stuff's nice and easy. So we'll keep the flour moving here. We want to cook this just long enough to slightly start to brown the roux, get the raw texture, get the raw flavor out of that flour. All right, now that our flour is cooked down, our roux is built, we want to go ahead and add some of our stock. We want to go just a little bit at a time. Get this incorporated to a nice smooth paste first, a little bit more. And then we'll add the rest of the stock, get it going. Turn the heat up a little bit at this point. All right, we'll bring this up to a simmer and we'll add the rest of our ingredients. All right, our sauce is nice and thick now. We've let it simmer for about 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and add a couple items. A couple of splashes of Worcestershire sauce, a little Tabasco, and a little Slappy Mama Cajun spice. Also available on Cajuncrawfish.com. This is what's going to kind of give it that local flavor here in the Lafayette area. All right, now we've got little fresh herbs. We've got some chives, a little fresh thyme, a little bit of parsley, green onions on the top. We'll let this go another 4 or 5 minutes. We'll add our crawfish meat and we'll be good to go. All right, now that our sauce is simmered another 5-10 minutes, got our herbs in there, we're going to go ahead and add the crawfish tail meat. As you can see, we've got all the liquid that was in the bag. That's all that fat, that's all the flavor. You want that in your sauce. You don't want to lose any of that. So we'll dump this straight in. It's going to give the sauce a little bit more of that red color that's traditional without the tomato. And We'll let this simmer. Really, you just want to let this simmer just long enough for the crawfish to heat throughout. You don't want to overcook it. The tail meat will get real tough on you. We'll let that go. All right, we're finishing up our crawfish étouffée. In 30 minutes, you can have a Cajun specialty prepared for your family on the table. Crawfish from our farm, straight to your door, Cajuncrawfish.com. All right, we're all set here. We've got our bowl of Louisiana farm rice. We're gonna go ahead and take our ladle, nice big ladle of our crawfish étouffée, straight from our farms to your door. Right over the top. Sauce is the best part. A little bit more of that sauce on top there. A little bit of green onion. And you're good to go. Cajuncrawfish.com.